Hey, how y'all doing? Can y'all hear me okay?
Emily.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
good. I'm gonna be taking over tonight for Jess. I just want to make sure you guys um give me one more second, just make sure everything's good to go. Okay, so before we get started, guys, I just want to give a couple of announcements. Jess wanted me to pass to you all. For one, Jess will be on the call next week with you guys. So she's been out for a little bit. She's taking care of Legend and things like that. But we have that to look forward to. And then my second announcement is for the course students, you guys will have your call next Monday. So put that on your notes or whatever it is you need to do to remind yourselves for that. And other than that, we'll get started. So we had a lot going on last week when it comes to gold. For those of you that know, I trade gold and gold only. Um, we have been in a major ascending channel, right? All throughout here. And I pretty much made the bottom of this ascending trend line. I'll darken it for you guys. You really. And price has been bouncing along this for a long time now, right? Even when we got up around this area over here, we hit our fib levels of -27 and 618. We broke structure, which is this blue trend line here. And from that point, we knew that because we had a break of structure, because these lows were taken out, we had a lower low. Price came back and retested our trend line, which we had a clean sell set up right over here, which I ended up taking this for, it was like, yeah, 239 pips. Hopefully you guys caught that. Um, because we've been diverging, like my mindset has been sell, sell, sell. But like I said, I've been cautious of this line here. So once we got here, if we didn't break this clean, then I knew price, there was a good chance that price was likely going to continue to push back up, which it did. Structure formed another test of the trend line break and retest. Initially, I believe price pulled back to the 0.38 mark. Just real quick on the fibs. Yeah, it did. So we had price pull back to the 0.38, and then we had our -27 smack. Once this candle pushed down here, I was thinking, okay, maybe we're good to go for these sales. But once again, we had another trend line bounce on top of that. We had this giant wick exhaustion. So price continued to push up. So all I did from that point was adjust my fibs, and we saw that price came down to the 618, and then ultimately we ended up pushing up, smacking the TP1 again and the -618 here. If you guys look to the right, you'll see that. So where we currently are now, I'm in a buyer's, I'm looking for buys, obviously, right? I was hoping that price didn't play out early as it did today, but we obviously had a retest here, and I'm looking for price to push up to around 2017. Um, and I am in this buy myself. So once price gets here, I'll be out of the markets and done for the week. What I will say is um there's a lot going on when it comes to gold. It's not just enough to, well, let me take that back. It is enough just to understand technicals, guys, and understand, like, breaks, retests, and structures. But what I will tell you guys is it's going to make you that much more confident in your analysis if you guys go and check out do some studying up on your fundamental side of things, right? So pay attention to what's going on in the world, pay attention to what's going on with bonds and yields, pay attention to what's going on with, this whole war over in Israel, because a lot of this, the markets are reacting to a lot of it. So like if you're able to pinpoint, okay, um, yields went up or whatever, that you can expect gold to go down. You know what I'm saying? And if they drop, if the report comes out that yields go down, then we know gold goes up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, yeah,
Can you say
nothing.
that again, please?
Say again.
Malik, can you please say that again? One more
Okay.
time.
The yields part. So the
Yes.
treasury, yeah, U.S. Treasury, right? Yields and
How
bonds.
how how the how which one goes up and which one goes
Right.
down?
So when the report comes out, yields go up, gold typically goes down. When yields go down, gold typically goes up. That makes sense? And you guys can follow, you guys can go look at Bloomberg. You guys can, I mean, even here on TradingView, they have like a news section, and anything you see about the commodity of gold, like you can tap into that and just kind of read up on it, and it'll kind of tell you what's going on. Like they're anticipating that gold is going into back up into these zones here, these all-time highs, and I'll show you why. Well, not why, but I'll show you like why that is significant. Let's go. So if we go like to the 4 hour, right, and just look left, we can see prices come up here plenty of times previously. You know what I'm saying? Like here and here.
Yes.
So it's not far-fetched that we're looking at going up back to those levels or even higher, especially with all the commotion that's going on with Israel and um inflation rates and things like that coming into play. But as always, right? Like I said, we're diverging. I'm not too convinced on the 4 hour divergence that I'm seeing that price is ready to drop, but it really just depends on how this week plays out, right? Also, what I want to show you guys is if we go to Forex Factory, we do have a lot of news dropping this week, primarily here on Wednesday. So one of the things I mentioned to you guys was federal funds rate, right? Which is right here. That's going to be a heavy hitter. So I'm expecting there to be a lot of volatility in the markets come Wednesday. So if you guys have hit your goals, I would say be cautious of that. Be cautious of Wednesday and moving forward. Does anybody have any questions?
Do you normally only take one trade a week?
No, 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 no. I trade based off of the setups that are available. So if I see something that I like, I'm gonna take it. Um, I'm not I'm not afraid of news. I'm not afraid of getting in or anything like that. It's just a matter of just understanding like what's happening and when to go full fledged and just when to kind of be cautious about what's happening because what's happening.
Okay. Thanks.
But yeah, it looks like guys, we're already heading up to our TP1. So it's gonna be a pretty early week.
So, Malik, would you enter just there, or
Right
have
where
you?
it's at.
Yeah.
Um, that's always a tricky question. People always ask me that. So I have full-fledged confidence that it's going to TP1. You could enter it, but it's just you need to, I guess, weigh your options and ask yourself like where are you gonna place your stop loss and are you willing?
Thank you.
No problem. Tonight's call is kind of quick, guys. So like it's gonna be more so of a interaction kind of thing. Like if you guys have any questions for me or anything previously that you might have seen with gold or something like that. Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, quick question. You mentioned that you're already in that buy on gold, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I don't trade gold, but my question is, did you enter that buy today when the market opened, or have you been in it from last week? And really, my question is, do you typically hold your trade, based on your trading style, do you hold your trades like through the weekend, or do you like usually close them out prior to?
Um, it depends on everything depends, man. I know I say that a lot. So to answer your first question, I did enter gold. I entered at 1977. So this retested, right, of this high. And then for your next question, do I hold trades over the weekend? I will sometimes. I've done it sometimes, especially if I know there's a lot more momentum that needs to be gained in order to get to my target.
Thank you.
No problem, no problem. Does anybody else have any questions? Check the chat right.
Hey
Hey,
Malik, You said you got it at 1997. What were your confluences at the time that made you get in that trade?
Honestly, so for first off, it was a simple break and retest, right? The fact that we had all these solid bullish candles, we had a lot of volume in these candles, which means we're looking to go higher. Um, Price break and retest, like we know that's our typical setup. So I mean, I took that. Now, I will say I was kind of cautious on taking this because we already hit our negative 618. But then I kind of looked at price. I kind of looked at price like this, right? If price is going to sell off, it's going to have to break through this support. It's going to have to break through this support. It's going to have to break past this trend line and then break these lows. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see it.
So
Thank you.
understanding that, so that was like my confluence. I was like, okay, it's making more sense based off of what I'm seeing for price to continue to push up further. Now, once it hits these levels, I'm out of the markets. Like, there's no reason for me to be um greedy and continue to try to buy, especially when I know I'm at my negative fib levels, and we're diverging as hard as we are. Um, but like I said, fundamentally, like there's a lot of reasons why gold is looking to go higher and higher. We just have to play it by ear. Somebody asked, how do you take students? Um, I'm currently not taking students right now, guys. Right now, I just got out of the military about a month and a half ago. So right now, my time is about me. No offense, but when that time comes, I would be happy to teach and take one of my ones. For now, I don't. Let's see. I guess that was it. Somebody's asking for
Hey,
people.
yeah, Malik, on that trade that you took, did you set a stop loss?
I currently don't have a stop loss. So the reason why I don't have my stop loss is because I'm active on my charts, meaning like I'm watching what's happening. The only time I'll literally set my stop loss, like my stop loss parameters, is if like I'm getting in a trade and I gotta go do something. Like say I gotta go run to the where I'm out and about busy, where I'm not sitting down. But if you're paying attention, like there's no reason for me that I'm gonna place a stop loss. So like once if price breaks my threshold, then obviously.
Malik, question for you.
Yes, sir.
Are you looking at the DXY as well when you're taking your gold trades? And if so, what are you seeing on the DXY?
I have the DXY over here, but I really don't pay too much in-depth attention to it, honestly. I have that in the treasury yields that I just kind of keep my eye on. But as long as I'm understanding market structure, then I'm pretty confident with what I'm seeing. I might go to those and check those out for further confluences. But yeah, I just kind of let things play where they're at.
Also, Malik, with that trade that you took, did you use a lower time frame, like a 5 minute, for confirmation as well?
I mean, you can, but this I don't know how else to explain it, guys. I feel like this was just a really simple setup. There was nothing to see on the 5 minute time frame for me personally. Let me look at this in front of me. Yeah, no, I mean we had higher lows. These lows were broken. Price comes down to our zone touches, and it's looking to take off now. I mean, if it does want to come back, we'll see what happens there. But yeah. One second, guys. Yeah, so just make sure you guys are following your rules, breaks, retest of trend lines, and things like that. And yeah. And also if you're going to trade on the lower time frames, like your 5 minutes, just understand that 5 minute structure will break easily versus like your, you know what I'm saying, your 15 and up time.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I was just saying that, like, just for an extra confluence in that lower time frame structure of the transition.
Yeah. Let me see. Somebody said, congratulations. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How do you personally use risk to reward? Um, use honestly, it's just I don't even know how to answer that. When risk to reward, I guess it's just a matter of how much I'm willing to lose on a trade. My lot sizes. I'm sorry. Which treasury yield is that? It's the this right here. You guys can literally add this to your watch list, and just kind of keep an eye on it. And you call yourself a or a scalper? I think I'm more of an intraday, to be honest. Um, I like getting in trades and just kind of letting them do their thing. I don't really like checking my trades every 5, 10 minutes and things like that because I'll typically end up psyching myself out if I'm doing too much mentally with the market, just letting it do its thing and seeing what I need to. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for y'all. Do y'all have anything else for me tonight?
Yeah, quick question. About your entry. You talked about how you came, you saw that you came back to that zone and that was your buy entry. Did you wait to see that rejection with that wick on the 15 minute? And if so, like, was your entry not actually that 19, whatever you said, but more higher? Or did you just set a buy right as soon as it touched that zone?
No, so I had alerts set previously before market open. So once my alerts hit, I ended up entering the trade.
Okay, so like, but with that alert, did you wait for it just to touch the zone, or did you wait to see the full rejection? I guess my question is because a
I
lot of the
understand.
time at the point where I'm waiting for the rejection, but then my entry's not that perfect, you know what I mean? Which I guess is not a problem, but like, I'm waiting to see that huge wick, and now we're already up at that, I don't know where that price is,
Right.
after that wick.
2005. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, so I didn't wait for the wick. Once price came down, so this is where your confluence and confidence comes in when it comes to your trading. Once price came to the area that I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't feel like there's a reason that price is going to sell off. If it does, significantly in profit right now, just stop loss and profit or tight stop loss if anything. But I don't always need to wait for wicks to do what I need. That's if I'm confident in what I'm looking.
got it. Thank you.
The times that I find myself most patient is when I'm dealing with consolidation because bad entries and consolidation is literally the worst. Like you're literally going in substantial profit, then out, then in, then out. Then you gotta kind of reconfluence yourself on why you feel like price is still gonna go the way you're seeing it. But when you have something clean as like this break and retest, like that's yeah, that's pretty simple.
That makes sense.
No
At
problem.
what point?
Go
At
ahead.
what point? Oh, sorry, man. You go.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Thanks. At what point would you pull this trade?
I wouldn't pull this trade, honestly. I mean, like I said, if these lows get broken and price comes down here, I have to see what happens. I might pull it if it breaks down back below here, because I'm not about to go, where we at? So I'm not about to go 60, 70 pips in profit and then go back into like 100 or whatever pips this is, draw down. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So yeah, see that. Thank you. What makes you trade gold only and not others? Honestly, I just feel like I read gold the clearest. I like the volatility that's in gold, the amount of circulation that's in it weekly. So it's just been a pretty good commodity for me to study. I also trade in a bunch of different pairs. Like I find myself writing a bunch of notes and figuring, okay, I have to remember what's going on with this and what's going on with this time frame. And having several pairs to do that with is it's not necessary for me as a trader when I can just study one thing and accumulate wealth off that alone.
May I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you be covering GU today for us? I may have missed, you may have said something already, but I may have missed it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't trade GU, but I can have
Okay.
somebody that I know trades GU. I'll have them hit up Jess and like analysis on in the Telegram if that's okay with Jess.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
No problem. I'll check the chat one more time for you guys. Okay, that's it. Well, if you guys have nothing else from me, I appreciate your time tonight. Hopefully you guys do good this week and kill it. And you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for tuning
I
in.
got a quick question.
Go
Sorry.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know you were saying for the core students there is Monday sessions also. Is it the same Zoom link? Because now that I'm almost done the course, I need to start tapping into that.
I believe so. I would have to double check with Jess on that. But yeah, next
Okay.
month.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. You guys have a good night.
Do you know what time? Same time?
It should be. She's gonna drop all that information once I get close to that.
It's 8. It's half an hour earlier.
Okay, thanks.
All right, y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.